I've heard some fake news as of late about nonprofit, and I want to educate you on the literal cash in your nonprofit. Stay tuned. Hey YouTube, it's your girl, The Real Teddy Talks, educating you daily on entrepreneurship, your hustle and your grind, and building generational wealth. As always, if you're enjoying my content, please like, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell. Let's talk nonprofits. And let's talk about the thing nobody wants to talk about when discussing nonprofits, and that's profit itself. Now, this video isn't about organizing your 501c, how to find board members, how to incorporate, tax filings, IRS paperwork. I'm not getting into all that because I'm not a tax advisor, a lawyer, or a lobbyist. Although, if you do open or start a nonprofit, I do recommend you have all of those in your back pocket. What I am going to discuss is a misinformation that's floating about a nonprofit profiting and what does that mean to your organization. With one of my businesses, My Business Buddy, I have casual yet targeted coaching conversations with entrepreneurs and soon-to-be entrepreneurs who are trying to start a business. We discuss reaching their goals, increasing their reach, scaling, income, starting over, all kinds of things. And I was recently speaking with a client who wanted to start a nonprofit. She wanted to help the disadvantaged youth in her neighborhood, and she wanted to do so by starting one of those community gardens. It was a great idea, and I loved it. What I didn't love, however, was her focus on not making a profit. It came up like 5 times. She was worried, she was nervous, she was making comments like she didn't want to take a salary, she didn't want to hire anyone, she only wanted to have volunteers, no one on a payroll. She even thought she knew what pro bono meant, and she didn't, she was wrong, because pro bono is when a professional offers their service for free or reduced rate. So if she did have volunteers for this business she wanted to start, they would be working pro bono. She needs to start her organization. She needs a full running business. She can't do that pro bono. I'm telling you all this because it wasn't the first time, and I'm sure it's not going to be the last time, that I've heard someone confuse nonprofit status with not making any profit. Look at your average mega church that's a nonprofit organization. Does that thing look like it's not making any profit? No. So let's break down the 5 points you need to know about starting your own nonprofit and making some profit associated with it. And let's just get this out of the way. There's nothing wrong with profit. There's nothing nasty about it. There's nothing tawdry about it. There's nothing you should shy away from, even in a nonprofit status. Don't confuse your mission with the money. The two have to go together, but they don't have to get all jumbled up and make you feel bad. Number 1, let's talk income. You can, should, and must have income in any business. Your nonprofit must make a profit in order to remain solvent and be sustainable. No business can thrive without it. If your expenses exceed your revenue, then you have no profit and your business will fail even in its nonprofit status. Now, in a nonprofit, that can come in the form of donors and grants, but it also can come in the form of revenue because you're going to be buying and selling things and selling services or selling products. That's going to create revenue, which is going to create income, which should create profit. I'm going to say profit a lot because in a nonprofit status, people are afraid of the word profit. Profit, 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 okay? Number 2, your nonprofit must be for the benefit of the public and not private interests. However, private interest doesn't mean paying yourself a salary and paying the people that work for you a salary. Those are private individuals, but they're working in support of your nonprofit, so they need to get paid. Number 3, let's talk salary. You can and should take a salary. If you really want to give your all, and you want to hire people that are giving their all, you have to pay them a living wage and something to keep them there. The best of the best aren't going to join your organization if you're not paying anything. Pro bono sounds nice, but it doesn't pay the bills, and it doesn't keep the good people around. Number 4, operating cost. You will have operating costs. No business can run without it. Your utility bills, your expenses, your phone bills, your electricity, your leases, your equipment. All of that costs something, and there will be operating costs. How are you going to pay those operating costs if you're not bringing in any revenue or any income? That is the point of having profit, so you can pay for those things. And you should have a substantial amount of profit so that if you hit a bad patch, you can still forward your company along through those hard times. And finally, number 5, no matter what your nonprofit organization is, you are selling something. Even if it's yourself, even if it's the idea, even if it's the mission, even if it's the passion, you are still selling it. You want donors to donate? Tens, hundreds, thousands, millions? You have to sell yourself to them. They have to believe in your organization. So they're buying your dream. They're buying the mission. They're buying the passion. So you're selling it. And there's nothing wrong with selling products or services. This woman who wants to open up her garden, she can sell the fruits and vegetables that aren't used and given out to the community at the farmer's market. And it can help sustain the business. You see how my business buddy works? I help give you those kind of ideas. But that needs to happen. Don't be afraid to sell and sell something. And don't be afraid to talk about it, even when you're talking about your nonprofit. Now let's go to the other side real quick. Let's talk about for-profit companies that are doing charitable things. Let's think Bomba Socks, Tom's Shoes, Fig Scrubs. All 3 of those companies run a get one, give one mentality. So you buy one of their items, they give one away to someone in need, a country in need, a social economic class in need, whatever. So they are giving away half of their earnings, half of their product, half of their revenue to charity. But they are still a profit organization, a for-profit organization. And they're doing wonderful things. And they're not afraid to be for-profit and still live their charitable mission. So while you want to start a nonprofit, and maybe it's just for the tax status, that's really all nonprofit is, 501c is the tax status, then think about your why. Find your why when you're opening this or you're starting this nonprofit and get back to the root. If you want to do great things, you can still do great things in a for-profit organization, and you don't have to deal with board members. I come from a place of education, and I don't ever want to kill anyone's dream, but I do hate misinformation. Know your why, know your mission, know your passion, know what's driving your decisions, and know if all those things align with reality. Don't make up stories. Read about it, learn about it, listen to me. I want to help pull you along. I want you to reach your exponential greatness. Invest in yourself just 1% a day and have phenomenal results at the end of the year. This is The Real Teddy Talks, signing off.